Did have a nice conversation with the stock traders of our community last night. We had really fun meeting, seeing a lot of stocks that look like this. I don't know whether long term we're into new bull markets just yet. If you look at the weekly chart, there's no sort of like big honking weekly W's. It's nice to see we got a bit of a bull div. This was one of the names mentioned last night. And of course, our little, lower time frame slick traders, they buy this kind of W and ride that way. But then you better make damn sure you take some profits because you can see roll over and boom, we go to new lows. So anyway, this is a name that jumped out. And actually, one of our site vets actually was very interested in an options trade in here. So we'll see whether he gets filled on that. There are other names that are putting in bottoms. I think this one actually was like a weekly Q reversal. I always love those weekly Q reversals. Yeah, there it is down there. Well, I don't know whether that's a Q reversal or not. Anyway, interesting double bottom you can see. And actually this one's set up for you. So, do your own due diligence. Raphael Holdings, no idea what the hell they do. But you can see momentum. If anything, we love, this is a really good tutorial on good old Stuart likes using this Bollinger Band study on RSI to try and illustrate this is sort of chaos in the market when it's this wide. When you see the Bollinger Bands tighten up like this, it means that like sort of price is compressing, energy is building, and get ready, something's about to happen here. So really cool illustration of that. I wanted to point that out to you guys. And of course, for all those RSI fans, I'm a big fan of that W down there stops the bear slide. We would ideally like to see. I don't really like to take this first W as a trade, but this second W sure looks sexy. So there's a nice little breakout. Then you're getting another W. This would be like a third W. So yeah, probably not a good idea to chase, but higher highs and higher lows. And interesting to see how RSI has basically confirmed the breakout on this Bollinger Band study. So very good looking short-term uppy picture. Is a little bit late to come in on this thing on the short term? Probably. Man, we'll probably want to let this thing settle down a little bit, but nice to see. This high here will basically confirm this massive bottom. There is actually, I think, the outside upside reversal bar that sort of marked the lows. So there's also another, that actually looks like a valid key reversal. So you can see there's a big battle here, and you tell me, has this thing got any room to move back? Like I said, I don't do the due diligence yourself on this stock. I'm certainly not touting it, but it was a name that our crew last night, when we reviewed it, a lot of people went, that looks very interesting. So if you do trade stocks, and this is sort of like, this is actually a really good example, buy when it snows. I mean, I guess it didn't really work too well last year. But seasonally, yeah, there was buy when it snows last year. So not really much there. But this is not a bad example because they're just seeing all these W's and this uppy price action. Now we're actually getting, it looks like nice big fat W's in MACD. RSI is looking a little bit runaway-ish here in the short term, but again, big W's. This could be a very good example of a buy when it snows, sell when it goes up here, $3-4, and it's just a very typical seasonal trade for us. Anyway, something that we were chewing on last night. Then also too, here's another one, Stellantis. I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I always like these kind of trades because hopefully you can see very wide inverted head and shoulders bottom, probably more like an Adam and Eve. And then, fairly steep downtrend lines right off this recent top. So we've clearly broken that. We're out into open air here. And probably a good shot to take a shot up top here. Our options guys, of course, they like those kind of moves. Options traders, you can make some pretty good money with that.